In this lecture, we are going to learn how the data from a client to server is sent via Jquery's post method. So let us start. First of all, we are going to create page1.php, and we are going to create another page, page2.php. All right. So let us start. In this example, we are going to create a form which contains two fields, username and password, and we want to send that data from the client to the server and uh, get the response. So first of all, we define the HTML text, HTML, then head, title, form data, and this is the body section. Let us first integrate the jQuery's official library. So script type is equals to text slash JavaScript. Specify the source of the file, which is actually kept inside JS folder. Okay. Then we actually define the text box, username, input type is equals to text, and name is equals to uname. We specify break, and on the second line we specify password, input type is equals to password, and name is equals to password. All right. Now input type is equals to button, and value is equals to, let's suppose, register, and ID is equals to btn. What we do here, first of all, we'll test our jQuery whether it is working or not. The type is equals to text slash JavaScript, and we specify jQuery is a document.ready. We are going to alert a message. Let us see whether this is working fine or not. So let us try this example, and we see whether this is working or not. We specify localhost, and our folder is jQuery. We execute page 1. It is working fine. Our next task is to actually get the values from these text box and the password. So for this we create a variable var uname and is equals to, we actually assign the ID to this text box. So we assign this uname and for password we assign ID password. In order to get the value, we shall specify Jquery and the ID of the username is a uname dot val, or another variable is password. So is equals to Jquery hash password dot val. Now we want to test whether these variables are having values or not. So we want to alert first uname. Let us say, okay, we are refreshing and the value is coming. But what we do here, because this is actually is on the ready function, so we want this to be data should be sent on the button click event. So what we do here, we specify jQuery hash btn. Once the button is clicked, then the data should be sent. We cut this and we want to paste inside the button click event. Now we refresh and see whether data is coming or not. Once we click and then whatever you specify in the text box, the value will be displayed. All right. Now we want to see whether the value of the password is coming or not. So value of the password is also coming. Okay. Now our next task is to actually send this data to server. So we are going to use jQuery's post method, jQuery.post, and our first parameter is the URL. We are going to send the data to page 2, so we specify page 2.php, comma. Now in this we are going to send the data to the server. So we specify user name is equals to uname and comma password. We specify passwd equals to password. Actually, this uname will be assigned to this, and on the server we shall actually access with these kind of variables. So these will be stored into the variables which we have specified here, and we can access these variables via post. So now we have a callback, and we want to alert message if this actually is successfully done. Then whatever the data is posted from here should be displayed the same. So on this page 2, we are going to make two variables. $uname is equals to $_post. We want to see what is the name of the variable is actually this username. So we copy this and we create another variable $password is equals to $_post. Once we copy this password variable, now we actually want to echo these two variables $uname dot $password. Okay, now let us try. I want to specify the username is Suleiman and password is 123. So it should print Suleiman 123. So in this way, you can actually send the data from the client to the server, and you can actually receive the response. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Thank you so much for listening the lecture carefully. Thank you.